What's good, y'all? It's your girl Galaxy Queen Star coming live at you. So, I've been hearing a lot about Fabolous, the artist Fabolous, and his, wife Emily B of a few years. They've been together for a long time. But it's just weird to me because I used to think Fabolous was a calm, cool, demure, collective kind of guy. I loved his music. I used to live in Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, and he used to live right across the street from me, right in Brevoy Projects. I've seen him around the neighborhood a time or two. So I always admired Fabolous, coming out the hood, doing his thing. I never knew about Emily B until she showed up on Love and Hip Hop. Emily B. I remember the first season of Love and Hip Hop, New York, had to do with Chrissy and Jim Jones, and Emily B was a really good close friend of Chrissy. So I remember her storyline, was about Fabolous, and that's when I learned that she was Fabolous' longtime girlfriend. At the time, she was just a longtime girlfriend of his, and she had at least one child with him at that time. And her storyline was based on him, just being a serial cheater. He was a serial cheater. Every time you turn around, she was crying and complaining about one girl after another about Fabolous. So it became boring to see her because it was always the same thing, her crying about Fabolous. So eventually they booted her off Love and Hip Hop. So now, years later, I'm hearing they got married. I hear that she had a second child by Fabolous, and I'm thinking she's having a great time, a great marriage. I'm thinking they happily ever after. So recently, I'm finding out just last week that Fabolous has been abusing Emily B. Like, really? Beating her? I found out that on March 7th, he hit her 7 times, punching her 7 times in the mouth, that he knocked out her 2 front teeth. Really, Fabolous? I never knew Fabolous was capable of doing something like that to a woman, let alone your wife. You knock out her 2 front teeth? That's crazy. So I'm hearing recently she had arrived in LA, and Fabolous didn't know that she was in LA until he saw her on Instagram, of her posting that she was in LA. And he was actually in LA at the time. Who knows why Emily B chose to go to LA at the same time he was in LA? But this enraged Fabolous. Now, she probably went to LA chasing and looking for his ass because he's always cheating on her. She was probably trying to find something on him. Who knows? But I'm hearing that this enraged him, so he texts Emily B saying that when he gonna get his baseball bat and he gonna knock her upside the head and that he gonna kill her. Just all these threats. Like, why is he so mad just because she went to LA? Like, to me, that don't make no kind of sense. Like, why would you get that mad that your wife is in LA and she just didn't tell you? So you're that enraged that you want to kill her and hit her upside the head with a baseball bat. So this frightened Emily B because she remembered the prior incident when he knocked out her 2 front teeth just weeks before this. Okay, so this prompted Emily B to call the cops and to call her father. Okay, so she calls her dad, tells her dad that Fab has 2 guns hidden in the house and that she wants her father to remove these guns because she's afraid of what Fabolous is going to do to her. And that's my thing. If you're this afraid of your own husband and you know what he's capable of doing, why are you with him, Emily B? Why are you still with this man? If you are afraid of him and you're calling your father, telling him to come take these guns out of the house, this means you are afraid and petrified of your own husband. So why are you staying with him? Isn't your safety more important? Isn't the safety of your kids more important? I just don't get it. So anyway, going back to the story, Now TMZ had a video of what transpired the day that she called her father and told him to remove these guns. So it shows Fabolous coming home. These bodyguards is holding Fabolous back. He's near his car. Another bodyguard is holding Emily's father back. Okay, and Emily is trying to plead with her husband Fabolous, and he's like, why you got him in my house? Why, referring to her father, why you got this nigga? I got a bullet for your name. He's talking to Emily B's father, saying that he got a bullet for his name. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, he's still threatening Emily B, scaring her, and she's petrified. Like, she's literally screaming, screaming and running away at when he starts lunging at her, and bodyguards is holding Fabolous, but he's still acting like he want to come after Emily B, and she starts running away screaming. So clearly, this lets you know, just by that incident, this video, this is letting me know this is not the first, second, or third time that this occurred. This is an ongoing abusive relationship, and I just cannot believe it. I never saw Fabolous in that light, and that goes to show you. You look at people, you look at these celebrities, and you think that they got it made. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, they got all this money, they traveling, but you just never know what really goes on behind the scenes. You never know what they're really going through. And obviously with Fabolous, he's going through something internally. Like, for him to be that enraged, for him to be that mad, like, he just seemed like a monster in that video. Like, he really wanted to hurt Emily B. And I wonder, if Emily B's father never arrived there and took those guns, would he have really, shot and killed Emily B? Thank God his father did take those guns out the house, because Fabolous, the video didn't show Fabolous going in the house, but apparently he did go in the house looking for the guns before he came back downstairs threatening Emily B and asking why her father was there. Okay, so it's possible that he could have, killed Emily B. And for her to think that that was possible, why would she call her father and have him remove the gun? So she thought the same thing. So this is clearly a volatile relationship. This is very unhealthy, and she needs to leave the relationship. Obviously, there's no love in this relationship. Fabolous has no kind of respect for Emily B. It seemed like he don't love her anymore, and she just keeps chasing after this man. It's been like at least 10 years that Emily B is still chasing behind this man. He done cheated on her so many times, and she keeps taking him back. And this is his way probably of showing her, I don't want you no more, leave me alone. This is probably his way of showing her that, and she just won't get the picture. And it's not like she's ugly. Emily B is beautiful, and she a red bone. Like, let's face it, a lot of these guys, especially black men, they love a red bone. Okay, Emily is thick, vivacious, and curvy, and she's a red bone, and she got money. She got 2 kids from Fab. She could easily get child support. She could do her own thing, buy her own house, spend time with her children, start dating again, and start feeling good about herself. Date a man who can appreciate her, who can love her the way she deserves to be loved. So I just don't understand, why is she dealing with this with Fabolous? It just seemed like as long as she get everything she needs, but she can get everything she want and need even if she leaves Fabolous, because she could get that child support money. So you still don't have to stay with him to get what you want and need out the relationship. Let's be real here. And you married to him, he could pay you alimony and child support, and you getting that bag. And you don't got to deal with this abusive relationship. Like, she needs to wake up. Like, what is wrong with Emily B? What is wrong with her? And it's obvious that she must have low self-esteem. Emily B must have low self-esteem, and people with low self-esteem feel like they can't do better. They probably feel like nobody wants them, and I don't see why she would feel that way. She's a beautiful woman. She's not ugly. She shouldn't feel that way, But I just hope that this wakes her up. I don't understand why the knocking out her 2 front teeth did not wake her up. Like, that would have woke me up. Like, you ain't ruining my looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going to be beating me all up in the face, making me look crazy. it's just sad. It's a sad situation. I hope Emily B realizes that this is not healthy. And what is she teaching her daughter? She has an older daughter that's not by Fabulous. But I can imagine if Fabulous can do that on camera, imagine what he's doing behind closed doors when there's no camera. All her kids probably see him beating on her, yelling at her, threatening her. And what is that teaching your daughter? That it's okay to stay and be with a man like this? Somebody who mentally and physically abuse you? That's okay? That's what you're teaching your daughter now, Emily? You need to wake up and realize this is not worth it. It's time for you to leave the relationship and, take some time out for yourself. Take some time out for yourself. Get to know who you are, you know and then start dating again, and having a new love life. But right now, Emily B, you need to just separate from Fabulous, take some time out for you and your kids, and start loving yourself. Start loving yourself and appreciating your worth and knowing what your worth is. All right, y'all. I had to let that off my chest. I don't like what's going on. But y'all have a good day, and I'll holler at y'all some other time. All right, later.